Welcome back to Wasteland 3. We're finally leaving our base. Not before we do some weapon modifications. I figured it out. I got help on Twitter, and it's very complicated. It's quite difficult. You go to the weapon, you right click, and you modify. Or you can field strip, but we're gonna modify this one. We've got a weapon mod handle for blunt, bladed, or brawling. It's gonna improve our hit chance, which is much desired. Now, I'm wondering if I should be saving this, how frequently these come up. I don't know, but for now, we're gonna make it happen. We're keeping it on this just because I want our hit chances to be as high as possible. And then this requires weapon 5, level 5 weapon modding. So this will help with a little bit of damage once we get there. But that's it. That's all. And now it's modified. So there you go. Pretty happy about it. You go back in here, you can see what's been done. Okay, so we are going to head out, and we are going to downtown Colorado, I believe. Downtown Colorado Springs. Not right now, but just to confirm, we're looking for Sheriff Daisy. And then it looks like we're going to get these rewards here. A Ranger HQ Brig Warden and some gear, which would be sick. So let's motor. Been in our base for quite a while. Got to know what's going on in there. We have a random prisoner that we're keeping for some reason. We have the people that were camped out there. We didn't kick them out because we're nice folks for now. We'll see what happens. And then some of our other helpers. Discovered all the rooms. Got attacked by those little weird creatures. And then some type of splicer robot. But that actually kind of worked out because now we can deploy one of those robots in fights. If we have the required skill, which I'll have to double check. The skill level, I should say. Okay. Just like that, we're dropped in here. Okay, so let's look at... Where is it? This right here. The Slicer Dicer Self-Assembler. So 7 in mechanics. Costello is our closest. With mechanics, but we're a ways off. That's going to take some time, but that's okay. We'll get there. There's no rush. Random citizens, Emmeline Pease. Don't know who she is.
Please, you don't look like marshals.
Oh, look at this.
Do you work for the Patriarch?
Well, we're the Rangers, so we work for anyone who needs our help.
Then my boy needs your help. He's going to be executed, and they won't listen when I say he's no killer.
He's one of these, I presume?
Judge Watkins has sentenced my son to die. Austin is all I have left. Everyone else died on the plains. He's a good boy. He never hurt anyone. I'm sure of it. Please, maybe Watkins will listen to you.
I don't see why they would. What happened exactly?
I don't even know why he was rounded up. He won't tell me. Says he's embarrassed. I know they caught him doing something wrong, but he says he never hurt anyone. If you talk to him, maybe he'll tell you what happened. Sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger than your mother. I know that much.
Okay, yeah, sometimes that's true. Which one's your son?
Austin Pease, the skinny boy up on the platform. I can't imagine he killed anyone. We've seen enough death on our way out here. He never wanted to hurt anyone, ever.
Are these the... This is quite clear that these people are dead, but are these the ones that they killed? What's your story?
Our family escaped the wars in the East. Tried to make our way across the plains. My husband, my other son, my daughters, one by one, picked off and killed. Now it's just the 2 of us. And I'm gonna lose him too.
Okay, we'll see what we can do.
Please, help my son.
We will see. Let's see what these citizens have to say. They're just sobbing, understandably. Oh, hello. Okay, Dorsey prisoners. Oh, this is the son here. Marshal Enforcer. There's Watkins. A bunch of the citizens. Marshal Deputy back here. Hallie is named. Pile of corpses. The paper boy. Jeez. All right. Let's get in there.
No mercy on your soul, Colorado!
Teenage prisoner is gaunt and pale. His hair is tousled and greasy. His face angular with hunger. He stares at the pillories with dread, swallowing occasionally. He sees you staring at him and snaps back to reality.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. Just got a lot on my mind.
Hey, how'd you get into trouble with the marshals? What's going on?
Made a real big mistake. See, the Plains gangs chased my mom and me off our land. We lost everything. Heard this was a place of God-fearing people and thought they'd do right by us. People here kept us out in the cold, letting us starve to death while they sat inside, warm and fed. Then the Dorseys came and gave me some food and some kindness and asked me to do some vandalism. I figured what was the harm? I never killed no one, but I did bust some windows. Marshals caught me doing it, and they said I was working with the Dorseys. Magistrate agreed, so here I am. Mom would have talked me out of it. I should have talked to her first.
Specifically saying you didn't kill anyone, though. What's your sentence?
Magistrate tells me it's death.
Excellent.
They're gonna strip me down and tie me to those things. And they're gonna let the cold do its work.
Jesus.
I wonder if it'll hurt.
Oh, it will.
Wish I could tell you it won't, kid. But that'd be a lie.
Yeah, thanks, Marshall. Why'd you do it?
We were starving. No two ways about it. We were going to die. Dorseys gave us food. I figured a few windows was a worthwhile trade for the bread and meat that saved our lives.
I understand. I actually get that. Like, you know, doesn't seem like the punishment fits the crime.
I thought it was too harsh, but what happens if I speak up now? Will they come after my mom? I can't take the chance.
You got a daring escape plan?
No, I was never no desperado. Don't rightly know why I let myself get caught up in this. But if I'm to die, I'd at least like to do that right. Gonna do that like a man.
Let's say we can free you. What's that worth to you?
Magistrate's a hard man. I wish I could believe it'd work. I'd do anything for someone who could get me free without hurting anybody in the process.
Without hurting anybody. He's a hard man. So we might require some either kiss-ass skills or kick-ass skills.
Guess I don't have any money to give you, but I'd pay you back in hard work, if you'll have me.
Oh, okay. You have any useful skills?
I'm used to hard work around
Besides
the homestead.
window breaking?
And I ain't too bad with a gun either. My folks made sure I could hunt and fight. I always dreamed of coming to the big city and being a newspaper man. You know, interviewing people, telling the truth about how things really are. Sure didn't turn out like I hoped.
Rarely does, brother.
Nice talking to you.
We'll have our revenge. You
Okay.
ain't seen the last of us.
Can we talk to the
This
marshal?
kid's going in the pillories next.
I guess we're gonna go over here to magistrate.
The blood is
The dour man looks at the pillories with an expression of grim satisfaction. That's great. His sallow skin pulls tight over his face and his thin lips press together in a hard line.
Howdy, Judge. How's your heart? Still colder than a well digger's ass?
Marshal Quan, impertinent as ever, I see. Rangers, I am Magistrate Silas Watkins. I have heard of your arrival, partly from the confessions of the Dorsey Raiders. You'll be pleased to know that I sentenced them to death for their part in the attack on the city and your convoy.
Well, that part I'm actually feeling okay about. Listen, Austin Pease said he didn't kill anyone. What's it going to take to free the kid?
His crimes are still severe. He was part of the Dorsey uprising. He caused significant property damage. His actions diverted marshals from responding to reports of attacks, magnifying the harm the Dorseys were able to inflict. Argue a case, and I might show lenience.
Okay. See, I was right. Kiss ass. What if the Rangers paid for damages? He's not a bad kid. Kill him, might as well kill her. Too young. Surely you can offer some mercy. Oh boy. Is this a money play for you?
You wish to compensate the city and the owners of the damaged properties for their losses. I can facilitate that.
Okay.
That's the price in Colorado dollars.
$200? No, I don't even know if we have it. And I can't check, but I'm going to see if we have it. 180. Takes the money, writes a receipt, and jots a note in the battered ledger. He tucks the ledger back into his robe.
This is irregular, but it is within my powers to grant you full custody of Austin Peace. Any further infractions he may commit are the Ranger's responsibility. I would recommend keeping him out of trouble. You should inform the boy. Best he hears the good news from you.
So I'm asking, is this a money play?
It's coming for you all.
And I'm realizing, like, in this world, there's going to be a lot of things that are money plays. So probably not the best question to be asking.
Still here. Not looking forward to what comes next.
Well, probably right, because you're joining the Rangers. You talk to the magistrate. He says he's going to release you, but you'll be working for us now.
What? Are you serious? You really saved my life and I get to be a ranger?
Goddamn right, Austin.
Soon as they let me free, I'm going straight to your headquarters. I'll do whatever you need me to do. Clean guns, scrub toilets, you name it.
We need it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, so I guess he's just going to go to headquarters then. Does that change anything in here in terms of what we need? Not really. Not anything directly anyways. Let's go talk to the mother and just give her a quick update.
It's not fair.
No
You
regret,
Rangers
no
are
repentance.
heroes. I'm gonna tell everyone what
fair.
you did for my son. Thank you. Thank you.
It's not fair.
No regret! No repentance!
Jeez, these guys are just like giving her. Is there anything we can do out here? Who's this Hallie?
Mom?
Oh.
Sorry. Never mind.
She was like daydreaming or something. Hey, can we talk to you?
Why? What do you want?
You were expecting your mother. Where is she?
I don't know. We were heading to Colorado Springs with a lot of other folks when we got separated. I hurried here as quick as I could after, but I ain't found her anywhere. I keep hoping.
You need some help? Or...
No, please, I just need you to go away, please.
Okay. How'd you get separated?
There was this smiling lady. She said she had some food, and I could take some back to my mom if I came with her. And next thing I know, she was gonna sell me. She put me in a cage.
Oh, does that sound familiar or what? How'd you get out?
One of her men took me out of the cage to... I kicked him as hard as I could and ran. They didn't find me in the dark. And then I saw some refugees and tagged along. Stayed with them till I got here.
Wow. Okay. So
bye.
Another reference to Smiling Woman and some of the torture that may have went on. Bodies of Dorsey slain in recent incursion were tossed haphazardly into this frozen mountain. Refugees set up an impromptu shelters around the square. Even at the city's heat, they must be freezing. I'm just kind of scanning for anything that we might find down here. Well, I guess this is just to leave the area.
Bastards! Dorsey,
Extra! Cowardly attack on Colorado Springs! New in
Cowardly.
town? Did you hear about what happened?
Young man is still in his teens, carries numerous copies of a newspaper, the Colorado Patriot. Here there's been trouble.
Sure has. Dorsey's got into the city, but nobody knows how. They started shooting up the place and killed a lot of people. Then they made a run at the Patriarch's palace. Oh, but they couldn't get inside. It took a while, but Sheriff Daisy and the marshals beat him back. Now they're holed up in the Garden of the Gods. Well, some of them, anyway. Others jumped in their trucks and ran for it.
Okay. What do you know about the Dorseys?
Just what I've been told. Back before I was born, they were the family that betrayed the Patriarch and tried to take charge of Colorado. The thing is, everybody thought they'd been dead for years. I mean, there's tons of stories about how the Patriarch wiped them all out.
And Sheriff Daisy?
Oh, Marshal Station, right over there. You can't miss the pillories out front.
Oh, is that? Okay, maybe behind us then. You report the news?
Yep. I work for the Colorado Patriot, only newspaper left in America. We tell people what's happening in the city and what they should think about it.
I was going to say with no political bias, of course, but then he fully says, like, we'll tell them what to think. Okay, see you later, buddy.
Be careful. Might still be Dorsey's hiding out in the city.
We'll have to watch for that. Ooh. Get to charmin'. What happened? Did that fail? Oh no, hold on. Let's scratch it, come on. Good kitty. Try to rub the belly. Nope, doesn't like that. Okay. So do we have both cats now? Kitten, kitten. Critical chance for 6. Deserve a scratch, sure. I think that's coming from Tom. We have leadership. I'm not sure what this cat is adding. We don't have an entry here, so maybe it's back in behind this area. Let's get in there before we check anything else out. Ooh.
Bastards!
Drug stash. Like, how big can our cat pack be? Holy. Lucia Wesson. Drunks. Some stuff that we obviously want to steal. Good cop, bad cop, and swinging exposed light bulb. Classic. So some type of interview room. Gas heater. Oh, it's outside. Okay, we definitely need these. More, okay. Pick the lock level 4. Okay, so that's something we're going to want to max out. 100%. I don't know if these guys, like, see us stealing, if something, they're going to address that.
Marshals, finally. I was beginning to think you were never going to help. Hold on now. You aren't marshals. You look like ruffians.
Come on now.
Are you here to see the sheriff? Well, I'm first. I've been waiting here on tenterhooks for an hour.
Ruffians?
Forgive me. That was unkind. I am under considerable duress. My family has been kidnapped by those no-good Dorseys, and the marshals will give me no answers about their situation. They won't even speak to me. I must know how the sheriff intends to rescue them. And when.
Well, let us talk to the sheriff then. I think they're a little overwhelmed, to be honest.
That may be, but my family is one of the leading families of Colorado Springs. We have been longtime allies of the Patriarch and supporters of all he stands for. Surely that should be given some consideration.
You think anyone here... Is there anyone here you think should get less consideration than you?
I suppose not. We are all equal in the eyes of God, as they say. I am just frustrated. That is all. It doesn't seem that anything is being done.
Who are you anyways? Like, what's your deal?
My name is Lucia Wesson, daughter of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families. But now they and my little brother have been kidnapped by those good-for-nothing Dorseys, and I fear for their lives.
Okay. Can you tell us more about the 100 Families?
We are the founding families of Colorado Springs, descended from the survivalists who came together after the deluge of fire and helped the Patriarch build a stronger Colorado.
Okay.
I'm proud to trace my lineage back before the war on both sides of my family.
Okay, so we could try to help you. We're from Arizona. Do you care that we're from Arizona?
Well, you
No.
look capable enough, but I don't know you from Adam. Why, you might be robbers or bandits.
I mean, she's right.
No. Thanks all the same, but I think I'll continue to wait on the proper authorities. Frustrating though that may be. Sheriff Daisy, I will not leave until you speak to me.
So it just got us out of there. Now okay,
We should build some more watchtowers around the garden. Dorsey slipped right past the ones we've got.
Yeah, but we'll need to pull some resources from another district to do it.
Sheriff won't like that.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk in here and find her. There she is. Hope you don't mind cats. Sheriff is a statuesque woman with graying blonde hair and steel in her smile.
Well, now you must be the Rangers. I'm the sheriff around here, but you can call me Daisy. Old Saul tells me you're a bunch of badasses, and I ain't one to turn away a badass, especially at a time like this. I reckon you already heard all about the Dorsey raid.
Here we go.
So I won't bore you with the details. Suffice it to say, we whooped 'em good, and the survivors are holed up in the Garden of the Gods with a bunch of hostages. Thing is, I lost a lot of marshals. My boys and girls are tired and beat up. You want to make some fast friends around here? You could go into the garden and speak to those Dorseys for us. Maybe find out how the hell they got into the city in the first place.
Okay, so she wants us to speak to them in italics, which means don't kill them. Don't kill them, Chris.
And by speak, you mean shoot the everlasting shit out of them and save those hostages, right, boss?
Quan, I hear you're some fancy liaison now. Old Saul taking my people without even asking? How dare he? Anyway, yes, you rascal. That's exactly what I mean. But question him first, you hear?
Okay, get info, kill him.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Listen, I got some questions from this lady out there. She's looking to talk to you about rescuing her family from the Dorseys.
That girl? You think I ain't heard her yapping? But I got a couple of 50 other people yapping at me, too. Tell you what, though. Her people are 100 family folks from the fancy side of town, so they got some pull. You can do me a big favor and kill 2 birds with 1 stone if you take little Miss Wesson with you when you go to save them. In fact, I'm gonna insist on it.
Okay.
I need that girl out of my hair. I'll let Lipinski know you're bringing her along. He won't let you into the garden without her. Don't worry. She knows which end of the gun the bullets come out of.
That's cool. So we're forced to take her.
Go in there and
Could be
kick some
worse.
ass, Rangers.
Marshall must go through a bunker's worth of coffee every day. There's this, you guys can probably notice this, but when you hold Alt, or I think the default is Shift to bring up all these names, there's like this tiny little delay that happens. It's a little annoying, but...
I'm not sure why the sheriff didn't assign me marshals, but, well, beggars can't be choosers. I am the Miss Wesson she spoke of. Lucia Wesson.
We know.
Daughter of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families.
We just talked.
As Sheriff Daisy told you, they and some of our neighbors were taken hostage by the Dorseys, and I mean to free them. All of them. So, I am ready when you are.
Okay. What is the Garden of the Gods exactly?
It's a project of the Ward family, a showcase for their know-how. They grow food there using the latest technologies. Colorado Springs leads the world in science. But there are plenty of places to hide in the garden. The Dorseys could be laying for us anywhere. We shall have to be cautious.
What else can you tell us about the Dorseys?
No good traitors, that's what they are. Used to be 100 families, like us, but rotten. Backstabbers, every one of them. At least that's what my father says.
Okay, so they were part of this 100 families that founded things. And then from there, it seems like there were some factions that kind of split off on their own.
They rebelled against the Patriarch before I was born and were driven from the city. I was always told they were dead and gone. It seems I was misinformed.
Seems like quite obvious they're not dead and gone. Let's talk about your combat experience.
Certainly. My father taught me to shoot almost before I could walk, and I'm the best shot in the city.
Probably looks like a pistol carrier.
Oh, it's true. She's a prodigy, all right. Also a pain in the ass.
Yeah, okay, but have you ever killed anyone? Oh, no.
No. But I have hunted.
Oh, well, that's pretty much the same.
There's no need to worry that I will be shy about pulling the trigger. I promise, strangers, if it is to save my family, I will not hesitate.
Survival. Ooh, Hunter x Hunter. Now, okay, one thing I'm wondering is, when we get these skill checks, I wonder if it's always beneficial to do that. I'm going to say probably not, so we should still usually consider what we're saying, but, I mean, it's super hard not to. Hunter to Hunter, what would you say was the right gun for hunting bison? I guess this is a little bit of a test.
I believe you're trying to trick me, strangers. There is no right gun for hunting bison. The safest way to hunt bison is to stampede them off of a cliff, and only if you have a very fast vehicle.
Okay, I'm impressed. Not taking, yeah, no, let's go. I'll take you. We need you anyways, so. Lucia Wesson, welcome to the squad. Pistols, as we guessed. Okay, revolver, still. It's got the snapshot ability. Trying to see if there's anything else we need to put in here. You can take a snowball, because why not? What skills do you have? So small arms, some weapon modding, bartering, survival. We have a lot of those covered with our other group. And we have the perks. And she's mostly in awareness, intelligence, and speed. All right, cool. Welcome. Let's get going. We're gonna head around this side since, well, that's the only way. Whoa, hold up.
To the 100 stinking families.
Oh, we're good. Which way do we want to go? Left? Let's see. These guys have anything to say to us? They're just out here doing what? The young guard's face is nervous but determined. He steps forward as you approach, holding his hand
By
out.
order of the Patriarch, only authorized personnel are to pass this gate.
What kind of authorization do we need? Wait, why is the gate closed in the first place? Wait, what's through the gate?
Broadmoor Heights and the Patriarch's Palace.
Okay. What kind of authorization are we talking?
An invitation from the head of a family or authorization from the Patriarch. Until you have that, the gate stays closed.
Okay. And why is it closed?
The attack on the city has everyone nervous. Until that's all settled down, Patriarch's orders are in effect. Authorized business only.
Fine then. Good
Good
chat.
day.
Really good chat. Got Dorsey killers back in this area. We saw like thieves and stuff behind the building.
Why else would I even keep a shotgun around if
Ooh.
I don't use it?
Do you know who those outlaws are, Josiah? They're Dorseys! They won't be scared of a scrawny old man.
A scrawny old man with a shotgun? Hang on, I'm not that old.
Oh, Josiah, just put down the gun and let someone else handle this,
We
all
better
right?
help him before he shoots himself.
Garden of the Gods is just north of Market Square. Marshal Lupinski should be out front.
Sons of bitches.
Josiah,
Oh,
come
look at
on.
this.
Don't provoke them.
But they're in my shop. They might ruin
Wait,
my
what is
stuff.
this showing?
Better they ruin
Okay,
your
so you can't
stock
tab
than
through
your
here,
head,
but
Josiah
we can get a
Cassidy.
little bit of an idea
Instead,
of
go
what
inside.
people are capable of in this little info panel. Cool.
I ain't afraid to use this gun, Martha. I ain't. Consarn it. You Dorsey peckerheads, get on out of there.
Underused beak of the century.
Hush up now, Josiah. You can't go in there alone. They'll kill you.
You think I can't handle myself? I've put down worse than these in my time.
Since when? You've been a shopkeeper all your life.
When she notices you, an expression of relief crosses her
Will
face.
you help me talk some sense into this old fool? If he goes after those Dorseys, he'll get himself killed.
Yeah, okay, well, it's quite clear that Dorseys are inside, but...
Some of those Dorsey bastards are hiding out in my shop. My shop! Finest clothing store in the whole dang town. So I'm going in after them.
Okay. Why aren't you asking the marshals? Probably because he has and they're overwhelmed.
They're too busy.
Yeah.
Besides, a man should be able to protect his own shop.
Okay. Well, why don't you just let us professionals handle it? You stay out here under the heater.
Thank you. Keep an old man from killing himself, will you?
Killing myself? Can't you pretend to have some faith in me, Martha? Especially in front of these soldier types?
Shakes his head and turns to you.
This, you'll get a nice discount at the shop.
Ooh.
Assuming I still have a shop by the time it's all over. Well,
absolutely.
Go on then.
Okay. Where do we check? Oh, so what's interesting is when they said we need to pay $200 to get that guy out, to get can't remember the guy's name, but you know, when we saved that guy, we had to pay $200, but we had $180. We gave him that and he still accepted it, which is kind of interesting. At some point it'd be nice to sell a bunch of our junk. This will be interesting to see how we can start combat like cleanly if possible, but we might just be throwing down as soon as this opens. Not quite.
Shit, Heartlanders! We thought you was all dead. Back off!
I don't think we're backing off, actually.
Oh, now you
See ya.
done pissed us off!
I'm okay with that. Now that does leave us a tad exposed, and we should have probably brought people in closer. We'll kind of figure that out as we go, I think. Let's just get into cover here. Costello, man, do we ever need to work on your range? It just doesn't cut it, you know? Let's come in here. Let's throw one of these and see what happens. Did we whiff? Did you whiff that? Because to me, it kind of looks like you whiffed that. Let's carry this over. We're in full cover. How strong are these guys? 81? We only have 6 shots left. I think we might just have to run in here for now. Math machine. You've got pretty amazing range, actually. How tanky are we? 77? I feel like that's probably okay. If I go here, we're not in range of this guy. Oh, are you serious? This is that energy weapon, and we just whiffed it hard. Insane. Okay, Quan. Oh my God. What is with these shots? $57. There we go. We hit something. We'll put Maluka back here for now. This is not an ideal way of setting up.
Gotcha!
But there's only 2 of them, so we should be able to handle it. Ooh, that was a lot, actually. So our friendlies, it goes us, enemy, then friendlies. So I guess friendlies go before us in the turn cycle. We can maybe precision strike this. Just go for the head. There we go. Costello, you feel like pistol whipping somebody? That wrench? 92?
The outcome was never in doubt.
Good job. Is there anything in the store that we can check out before we leave? And by check out, I mean steal. Another Casio. I'll sell it back to him. Lockpicking level 5 here. More medkits. We actually have quite a few. Let's heal her with this.
Thank you, kind.
I'm not sure, like, what's more valuable. It seems like these hypos, it's nice because everybody can just use them on themselves. This requires first aid to use, so it's kind of like after battle, I feel like we should be throwing these on. But again, this restores during turns as well, so... Price of 40, price of 20. Yeah, okay. So that kind of solidifies that for me. Let's get Costello healed. Boom.
Back from the dead and better than ever.
Flamethrower fuel. Okay, so what I want to work on combat-wise is obviously getting ourselves set up correctly. I was just unsure of if they were going to start throwing down. So I felt like better just take the shot while we have it, but we'll keep experimenting with it. Heavy machine gun requires 1 big guns, which we have. Brief history of the tibia. This appears to be an exceptionally lengthy treatise on the human body's most exciting bone. Of course it is. Let's check out big guns over here. So 18 to 25. We got the rockets. Oh, wait. No, he's on... Oh, this is the assault rifle. Heavy machine gun. Yeah, big guns. Oh, bunker buster. I think that's the... So we have 2 of those now. So it's either this war pig or the flamethrower or the rockets. Maybe we should have like a traditional gun that we can use too, like this. And have like the flamethrower or the rockets as backup, just so that we have more flexibility. The hit chance is quite low though. We'll have to kind of see how that plays out. Okay, let's talk to these guys. He said he was going to hook us up with a discount going forward.
Phew, boy. Thanks again for taking care of those Dorseys. Say, if you got hurt in that scrap, you should see a friend of mine, Doc Parker. He set up a clinic in the Arapahoe garage, just outside the city gate.
Okay, good to know. Jester's down the road to the north.
And here, a little token of our appreciation.
57 big ones. That's how much he values us.
Come on back after we reopen the shop.
$57. All right. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, tell you what. Let's take a break here. We come back. We're going to continue exploring this area. Looks like we found our first vendor, but then also we saw some hooligans through the walls previously. And we want to keep heading north to that area that we're needing to investigate. So that's what we're going to do. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Oh, should we get another cat? Like, how does that work? Hold on. This character, oh, hold on. It said this character already something. Already has an animal follower. Oh, so hold on a second. If we go into here, Costello has this. Has Animal Whisperer. Nobody else does, though. So I'm wondering how this works where we have the 2 animals in here. Because we're only getting the cat benefit from this. Kitten. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe Major Tomcat's like special, but we'll see. We'll keep trying to like recruit animals and just see what happens. Guys, thank you so much. Wish me luck. We're going to need it. We're going to have a big fight in this next one. I can feel it. Bye for now.